Namaskar. So why are Punjab and Bengal opposing allowing BSF to patrol up to 50 kilometers from the border? To set up a context for this, I would like to take you back to how things were before this new rule was passed. Before, the BSF used to patrol within 15 kilometers from the border. So if you can imagine a border up to 15 kilometers, it was the Border Security Force or BSF that was doing the patrolling, and then the local state police took over. Now, in states like Gujarat, where in fact the border was even, BSF had even bigger distance, I think it had 60 or 70 kilometers, there never was a problem because not many villages were there near the border. Same for Rajasthan also. Rajasthan also don't have a lot of villages along the border. However, in case of Punjab, it is right up to the international border line because this is all flat land, a farmland that can be actually cultivated. And people say that there are some spots from where you can look across over the border and you can see planes land and take off in Lahore airport. So it is that close. So this is for Punjab. And in Bengal, the border is extremely porous. So, it's very, very difficult to stop people coming in and going. In fact, it's not just Bengal, it's also Assam, it's also Meghalaya, it's also Tripura, all the 7 states that share a border with Bangladesh. So there is a challenge. Now, what is the main reason for the central government to say now BSF will monitor up to 50 kilometers, 50, from the border? In my opinion, there are 2 main reasons. The first one I'll say, which is what you're seeing in the backdrop. I'm actually having a backdrop of a drone trying to capture a waterfall. Now, the current technology of drones is such that you can make the drone go far. Now, whenever we talk about a drone's capabilities, we have to look at 2 things. One is the range, that is the distance up to which the drone can travel. And the second is the connectivity, which is the distance to which the drone can be connected to a Wi-Fi spot from the place where it is launched. Today's technology, there are drones which have a range of connectivity. That means they can be manipulated, controlled, what have you, for up to 7.5 miles. And that comes to close to 12 kilometers. That is today. That is the thing that is shipping today. But you can imagine that in the days and months ahead, you will have technology that's going to only get better and better. The drones are going to get smaller, the range is going to increase, the connectivity is going to increase, and therefore, whenever something like this happens, the central government has to have a unified way to tackle this menace of drones that is going to be happening at India. It's going to be directed at India. Make no doubt about it. Why? Because 2 of the most adversarial countries to India, and I'm including China in this because both China and Pakistan seem to have it out for India, and they are going to come at India with drones, supplying arms and ammunition in case of China. This is something that is going to happen because this is cheap warfare. You can keep the other side, the pot boiling all the time because India, it's not in the DNA of India, of the majority population in India, to go and do the same thing to your enemy as to what they are doing to you. However, I'm hoping with the announcement of the multi-billion-dollar purchase of drones by India from the United States, that India might actually give tit for tat for those who are going to adventure inside India. So this is one main reason. The other main reason is the amount of smuggling that is going on right now. It is rampant. And smuggling is one of the biggest revenue earners. The smuggling is not just drugs or any expensive equipment that might find a market across the border, but it is also human smuggling. And you all know, in fact, there have been documented instances where in the recently held state assembly elections in West Bengal, that many people crossed over from Bangladesh, cast their vote. Don't ask me how they had an Aadhaar card or a voter card, ID card. I have no clue. But this has been something that people have been vehemently insisting that's what happened. Because if you look at the margin of victory for the TMC over BJP has not been very big. Very, very minor. So this means that it was carefully calculated. Anyway, this is just a theory, hypothesis at this point. Someone needs to go in, look at all the numbers, look at the booth data to come up with a more cogent theory. I'm hoping, and I'm sure BJP is already working at looking to see how exactly it is that, across a swath of districts, swath of constituencies, that one party managed to come out on top. So that is the other big thing. The third most important thing is that people are seeing a big spurt in growth of madrasas along the border. Now guys, don't get me wrong. The problem that I have is not that there are many madrasas coming up. The problem that I have is what is being taught inside that. This is where the problem comes. Does India take a unified central policy to say this shall be the educational curriculum? It doesn't matter which religion somebody pursues. These are the subjects that have to be taught. And oh, by the way, you cannot teach inside a church. You cannot teach inside a temple. You cannot teach inside a mosque. I don't know, something that needs to happen. I think it is high time. The parliament is in session again. I'm hoping that some of these things are going to happen, because to me, this 50 kilometers strengthening by BSF is one of those steps where the government now realizes the clear and present danger that India is in. It's not a fun. I think India is being forced to get ready for a war that could be two-pronged or a 2.5-pronged. So we have to wait and see. But I think these are some of the reasons why these opposition ruled states are complaining. The best way to tackle this is to vote a party that is more nationalistic, more patriotic, and that will solve this problem. I'm hoping that in India that there will be a surprise result in Punjab, especially with Captain Amrinder Singh leaving the Congress party to form his own party, that could be the trigger. Let's hope for the best. Thanks for watching. Do like, share and subscribe to this video. Namaskar.